Are you revising for your Maths GCSE but you need some help? In this series of videos we're working through different problems together. In our last video we started talking about bounds. Let's have a look at a more difficult example. And remember, if you find my content useful, remember to like and follow. Let's have a look at another question about bounds. In this question we've got a cube and we're given the length of the sides are 25 centimetres to the nearest centimetre and it weighs 50 grams to the nearest gram. We have to calculate the greatest density that a cube could have, and the density is mass divided by volume. Let's have a look at the upper and lower bounds for the mass first. The mass is 50 grams to the nearest gram. So we're going to go one either side and we're looking for the halfway point. So halfway between 49 and 50 is 49.5 and halfway between 50 and 51 would be 50.5. This would be the lower bound and this would be the upper bound. And then the upper and lower bounds for the length, 25 to the nearest centimetre. So we're going to 24, 26. The halfway points are going to be 24.5 and 25.5. This would be the lower bound and this one would be the upper bound. Now we have to decide which ones are the lower bounds and upper bounds we need to use. Slightly different to when we were adding. If we look at division, if you've got a number and you divide it by a small number, you end up with a larger answer than if you divided it by a larger number. This is because if you split it into only two sections, you'll end up with more in each group than if you split it into four sections. If we want the greatest possible density, we need the largest number at the top. We need to divide it by the smallest number possible. For the mass, we're going to choose the upper bound, and for the volume, we'll calculate that from the lower bound. So the mass upper bound is going to be 50.5. The volume is the length times the width times the height. We will have 24.5 cubed. When we work that out on a calculator, we have 0.00343 grams, and that is to three significant figures. If you have any questions about GCSE revision, pop a question in the comments and remember to like and follow for more.